Alright, so let's talk about something that's been bubbling up in the crypto space for a while now, Pi Network. You've probably seen it mentioned online, maybe a friend sent you an invite, but what is it really? At its core, Pi Network is a new kind of digital currency. Its main goal is to be accessible to everyone. Unlike Bitcoin requires powerful computers and a lot of electricity to mine. Pi instead lets you mine it directly from your smartphone. You open the app once a day and tap a button. The idea is to create a cryptocurrency regular people can get into without needing a computer science degree or a warehouse full of expensive hardware. It's an interesting approach. Put crypto in the hands of millions, not just a select few. The team behind Pi wanted to solve a major problem with early cryptocurrencies. That problem was centralization. Pi's approach is different. So, here's the headline that's got everyone talking. Today, on September 10th, 2025, Pi Network has officially announced a series of major partnerships with a wide range of companies. This isn't just a small announcement, it's a foundational move that could fundamentally change the trajectory of the entire project. For years, the community has been waiting for a signal, a sign that Pi is ready to move beyond its enclosed network and connect with the established, real-world economy. This wave of partnerships is that signal. It's a statement of intent, showing that major businesses are starting to see the potential in Pi's massive and engaged user base. Why is this such a big deal? A cryptocurrency is only as valuable as its utility. If you can't use it to buy anything, it's just numbers on a screen. These partnerships are the bridge between digital Pi coins on your phone and tangible goods and services in the real world. This is the moment where theoretical value starts to become practical value. It validates the long, patient process of mining and community building that millions of users, pioneers, have been a part of. So, who are these companies that are betting on Pi? The list is surprisingly diverse, and that's what makes this so interesting. We're not just talking about a few small, obscure online shops. The partnerships span across several key industries: e-commerce, retail, digital services, local businesses. One of the flagship partners is a major global e-commerce platform that specializes in connecting independent sellers with buyers, similar to an Etsy or a Shopify. This is a natural fit. It means that potentially millions of products could soon be available for purchase using Pi coins, directly linking miners with merchants. Beyond big e-commerce, Pi is also partnering with several companies in the digital services and gig economy space. Platforms for freelance work, online learning courses, digital asset marketplaces. For example, a partnership with a platform like Fiverr or Upwork could allow freelancers around the world to get paid in Pi for their services. This is especially powerful in regions where traditional banking can be difficult or expensive. It opens up a global talent pool. Okay, so you have a balance of Pi coins sitting in your app. What do these partnerships actually mean for you and those coins? The most immediate and obvious answer is, you'll finally be able to use them. The value of your mined Pi is about to be unlocked. These partnerships create the very first large-scale marketplaces where Pi is accepted as a medium of exchange. Your digital balance is transitioning from a number in an app to a currency with real purchasing power. You will soon be able to browse online stores, look at a product priced in Pi, and complete a purchase using the coins you've accumulated. This gives your Pi a tangible, market-driven value. Until now, the value of Pi has been purely speculative. People debated if it would be worth a fraction of a cent or hundreds of dollars. These partnerships will help establish a real-world baseline. For example, a $10 product sold for 2 Pi creates a reference point. That implies about $5 per Pi in that context. As millions of such transactions happen across platforms and goods, a more stable, realistic consensus on Pi's value will form, driven by actual commerce, not just speculation. One of the biggest hurdles for cryptocurrency adoption has always been, well, complexity. Private keys, gas fees, non-custodial wallets can be honestly pretty intimidating for the average person. Sometimes it feels like you need to be a tech expert just to get started. Pi Network's entire philosophy has been to strip away that complexity. These new partnerships are a huge extension of that idea. The goal here is to make spending your Pi as simple as Apple Pay tapping your credit card. You really shouldn't have to worry about the underlying blockchain technology just to buy a cup of coffee. The user experience is going to be key. When you go to checkout on a partner's website, you'll likely see a Pay with Pi button. Clicking it might generate a QR code or automatically open your Pi wallet app on your phone. You'll see who you're paying, how much, approve it with your fingerprint or a PIN. That's it. The transaction is seamless. Let's get specific. How might this look in your day-to-day life? Imagine you're a student who has been mining Pi for a couple of years. You need a new laptop for school. You find an online marketplace that sells electronics and accepts Pi. You browse and land on the laptop you want. It's priced at 30 Pi. You check your Pi balance and confirm you have enough. At checkout, you scan a QR code with the Pi app. You confirm the payment. A few days later, your new laptop arrives. You just turned daily phone taps into a valuable piece of tech. Now let's think smaller and local. You're out with friends and head to a favorite cafe. The counter has a small sign, "We accept Pi." You tell the barista you'll pay with Pi. They show a QR code on their tablet. You scan the QR, you type the amount and tap send. The barista's tablet shows payment successful. No credit card fees for the merchant. Consider the global gig economy. A graphic designer in Southeast Asia designs a logo. A startup founder in California receives it. Instead of slow, costly international wires, the founder pays directly in Pi. In the world of cryptocurrency, trust is everything. The space is filled with stories of scams, failed projects, broken promises. Pi's slow, methodical approach plus new partnerships is critical for building long-term trust. By teaming up with established businesses, Pi gets a powerful vote of confidence. These companies have done their due diligence. They see a viable network, a secure network, a massive, real user base, and will integrate it into operations. Of course, the path forward won't be without its challenges. The biggest challenge will be managing the transition to a fully open mainnet. When Pi becomes freely tradable on external exchanges, there will inevitably be a period of price discovery and volatility. People who want to cash out will sell. The hope is that the established utility from these partnerships will provide a strong foundation, creating enough demand to absorb the selling pressure. So, let's bring it all home. The announcement of these partnerships is more than just another news item in the crypto cycle. It's a pivotal moment for Pi Network and a potential game changer for the entire cryptocurrency space. For years, the big question surrounding Pi was, when utility? This announcement answers that question with a resounding now. It marks the transition of Pi from a theoretical project with potential into a functional economy with tangible real-world applications. It's the bridge that connects millions of miners with a marketplace for goods and services. What makes this different is the approach. Most crypto projects launch on exchanges first, and then try to build utility afterward, often struggling to gain traction. Pi did the exact opposite. It focused on building a massive user base, global user base, identity-verified user base. Community first, utility first, could become a new blueprint for how to launch a successful digital currency meant for the masses, not just for traders. For the millions of pioneers who have been patiently mining, this is the moment everything starts to click. Their daily effort is being transformed into real purchasing power. It's not just launching a coin, it's launching an economy, and that could change everything.